guys, so today's video is going to be my TBR for the Reading Rush Readathon, formerly known as the BookTubeathon. So this will be my 6th year participating in this readathon, obviously not as the Reading Rush title, but as the BookTubeathon. I had a bit of a difficult time trying to come up with my TBR because I am going to be out of town for half of the week that the readathon takes place, and then I work all day on Monday. So I tried to pick short books. I actually tried to pick a lot of manga, but I couldn't really find ones that went with the challenges. But that's okay because I kind of want to be focusing on my books right now and not my manga. And obviously, if you're participating in this, you don't have to do the challenges, but I'm too competitive to not do the challenges. I'm also going to try to complete almost all the badges that are on the Reading Rush website because, again, I'm too competitive to not do that. So, yeah, let me just show you the books I've chosen for my TBR. So the first challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover. I think this was the hardest challenge to find a book for, besides maybe the non-human main character. But I don't know why I don't have any books with purple on the cover. I do have a lot of books I've read with purple on the cover, but all my TBR books, none of them have purple on the cover besides this one. So I chose The Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut. I think I've only read 2 books by Kurt Vonnegut, but Slaughterhouse-5 is one of my favorite books that I've ever read. I don't know if this is really a book I should be reading during a readathon, but it's been at least 2 years since I've read a Kurt Vonnegut, I think. So I thought I should maybe pick up the next book I have. This has been on my TBR for at least a year. This is my tentative pick for this challenge. If I find a shorter book or a manga that has purple on the cover, I'll probably choose that over this. But for now, this is my pick. The next challenge is to read a book all in one place. This challenge would normally be pretty easy because I really only read books in my room or on the couch upstairs. However, like I said, I will be traveling this week. I'll be at work this week. So it was actually a little bit difficult. So I just chose the shortest book on my TBR, I think. One of the shortest books on my TBR. This was on my TBR for June. I didn't get to it. But it's Brooklyn Burning by Steve Brezinoff. The next challenge is to read a book you planned on reading last year. Most of the books I have that I meant to read last year are really big books that don't work for readathons. But this book came out last year and it's from my favorite author. So I really should have read it last year, and this is one of my favorite series by him. So it's Nine from the Nine Worlds by Rick Riordan. I mentioned this in my June TBR too, I think. I didn't read very many books in June, but I really do want to read this. I'm sure it'll be very quick. The audiobook is only 4 hours long or something, so if I wanted to listen to the audiobook I could, or I can just read it real quick. I love all the characters in the Magnus Chase series. This is a collection of 9 short stories, each from a different perspective, I think, from this world, this series, and I love them all, so I'm sure I'll love this, but yeah, and it's pretty short. The next challenge was another difficult one. I don't know why all the challenges are really hard this year, for me at least, but that's okay because I like a challenge. So this challenge was to pick a author's debut book. I don't know why I barely have any of these on my TBR, probably because my TBR is only at 40 books right now, but I don't know, it was very difficult for me to find a book for this, but I eventually found The Life We Bury by Alan Eskins. I believe this is a mystery thriller. I think I picked this up because I believe this is set in Minnesota. I know the author is from Minnesota. I don't know if the book is set in Minnesota. I hope it is. But the cover makes it look like it is. I hope I like it because I really want to find more thrillers that I like because, I don't know, I want to like them. But I really don't know anything about the actual plot. And I really don't want to know anything about it because I don't like reading regular books, knowing what they're about. Definitely don't want to know what a thriller is about. So this is what I have for that challenge. The next challenge is to read a book with a non-human main character. This is one I've seen a lot of people struggle with. I could have chosen a couple of books for this one, but then I started reading Pluto by Naoki Urasawa. I read the first volume, realized the main character was a robot, and immediately said, wait, I have to wait to read this until the Reading Rush Readathon. So I didn't know this about me, but I realized this about myself. I really love books that have to do with robot ethics, and when it becomes inhumane to mistreat a robot, when robots become too human for humans to deal with. I don't know why I love that, but I always have since I saw iRobot when I was a kid. I don't know why, it's fascinating to me. But that's what I think this is about, at least from the first volume. There's a lot to do with robot emotions, are robots humans, stuff like that so far, and like I said, I love that. So this is the second volume. I'm planning on reading the rest of the volumes 2 through 8 during the readathon, hopefully before I have to go travel. The next challenge is to read a book with 5 or more words in the title. This book barely counts for that, but I have Picture Us in the Light by Kelly Loy Gilbert. Again, a book that was on my June TBR that I didn't get to. This is just a YA book. I'm pretty sure it will be a fast read, so that's why I chose this. There's no particular reason. It just was one of the few books I have on my TBR that has like 5 words in the title. And for the last challenge, it's read a book and watch the movie Adaptation. I think this is the choice I'm going to regret the most when I actually start reading these books, but I've chosen Watership Down because 1, I've never seen Watership Down. 2, it could count for the non-human main character because it's about rabbits. Also, I used to read the Warrior Cat series when I was a kid. I read 4 of the series, I think, or maybe 5 of them. I don't know. I read a lot of them. Like, upwards of 30 books. I read a lot of those books, and I don't know if Watership Down will be like that. I just know that Watership Down is really sad. And I don't know why I'm in the mood to read sad books, but apparently I am. So I've chosen Watership Down. My backup plan for this challenge is The Handmaid's Tale. So, really, I don't have any happy options for this. So those are my 2 options for this challenge. This will not be a happy challenge. I will probably regret my decision, but it's a decision I've made and I'm sticking with. So, there you go. And then the adaptation I'll watch is the one on Netflix. I don't know if it's any good. I know there's another movie version, but that's the one I have available to me, so that's the one I'll watch. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna try to vlog this because I'm actually going places, so I can actually vlog something interesting this time. If you're participating, please let me know what you're reading in the comments or link your video or something. I really like to see those. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!